Hello, online pipe community. Ethan, Parsimonious Piper here. Today is Cobb Tuesday. I have got my Cobb Tuesday cob, my Cobb Tuesday hat. Today's cob's a Mark Twain. Now, for those of you who are worried about cobs having thin walls or burning through, check this one out. Those walls are about as thick as my pinky, almost a half an inch thick there. The bowl is about an inch deep, and it's about a half an inch across, a little more than a half inch across at the top. It's a little bit conical, but not much. The bowl itself is probably cylindrical. Didn't look at it that closely. But it smokes nice and cool. Very thick walls. This Mark Twain was gifted to me by Sleepy Hound Piper in last year's Secret Santa. If you have not signed up for this year's Secret Santa, drop by Matt at Picking and Piping. His link will be down below. And get yourself signed up. It is a fun way to connect with other people. Low cost. Don't go out and buy extravagant gifts. I think he wanted a $35 gift limit. Shipping's a whole different story. But we want it to be accessible to everybody. Just be creative. Doesn't have to be pipe stuff for that matter. All right. What is in this week's Cobb Tuesday Cobb? This is a bowl of Peterson Irish Flake. I like this stuff. What is in Peterson Irish Flake, you may ask? Supposedly it is roughly equal proportions of burley, dark-fired Kentucky, and Virginia. And it tastes like that to me. It's got a little bit of sweetness from the Virginia, I'm guessing, but it's mostly burley and Kentucky as far as the flavor goes, and the Kentucky seems to predominate there. I really like it. It's a strong blend without being strong like the Irish Flakes or the Irish Twists. It is not strong like those. It has a good, strong flavor without being rough or harsh, like, say, Haunted Bookshop or Old Joe Krantz, some people think are. It does not have as much barbecue as Old Dark Fired or Bold Kentucky from McBaron. So if those are too much Kentucky, this might have backed off just a little for you. It's a very nice blend. 4-star for me. I think I got this from Steve Coddington, and I had forgotten how much I like this stuff. If I could get this stuff at a pound at a time, I would stock up on it because it is very good. Not being available in bulk like that is what keeps this from being a 5-star for me. It's a very nice blend. Give it a shot. Ragamuffin-piper. Ragamuffin-piper is having his 150 sub gaw. To participate, he would like us to answer a question about what is our favorite Thanksgiving or Christmas memory. Well, I don't need to be entered in this drawing. I've got too much crap as it is. However, I do want to play along because those holiday memories are some of the best, aren't they? Don't you love hearing other people's? I know I do. I absolutely love hearing about other people's traditions or a particular memory. I was a military brat. By the time I graduated from high school, I'd lived in 16 places. None of them, except the very last one, anywhere close to our grandparents. So sometimes we would get to go back to St. Louis, where my parents are both from, to spend Christmas with grandparents or and cousins and aunts and uncles and all, but a lot of times we did not. Thanksgiving and Christmas were wherever we happened to live at the time. And that wasn't a bad thing. Created a pretty strong family bond at the time. But it also made for some pretty special memories the last 2 years of high school for me. We lived just across the river from St. Louis in Illinois. My dad was stationed at Scott Air Force Base. Those last 2 years, I got to see my grandparents, my aunts and uncles, my cousins a lot. And that was pretty special. My favorite Thanksgivings were hosted right there in our home in Illinois. My mom invited aunts and uncles, cousins from both sides of the family. We would have the house packed, just about standing room only. More food than we could possibly eat, even though we tried. Both sides of the family got along really well, so there was laughter and people telling stories on each other, and people telling family stories that the other family hadn't heard from that last year. It was wonderful. It was really nice. To cap out the evening, my grandmother would always come and ask me if I'd come and play the piano. We would pack as many people as could fit into our living room around our old Yamaha upright grand. And I would play Thanksgiving songs. I'd play Christmas songs. I would play old hymns. I would play Southern gospel. I'd play some contemporary stuff. Everybody would sing along when they knew the songs, or they would just sit and listen while I sang them. Mostly we all sang together, especially when we had the old hymns and the old Southern gospel stuff. Making memories and keeping what was important. We've tried to emphasize the importance of each of the holidays, of Christmas and Thanksgiving separately, and in their right time with our kids. We're going to be doing it again this year. Kids are coming over, grandson's coming over. Kids are bringing friends over. Once more, we'll have more food than we can possibly eat. And we'll sit around and tell stories. But now I'm the grandpa. And I get to sit back and get a little misty-eyed, watching my family do the same thing that I did at their age. Hope you guys get to do the same. Making memories. That's what life's about. Light something you like. It might be a nice Kentucky Flake. Chat with you later.